Good morning. He's saying good morning, Lil and Esme. It's day 14 of Vlogmas. I'm here with the girls under the tree again. Thought it was a nice change yesterday, so I'll come here again. So, what did I get up to yesterday? Well, I hope you all followed me with my Christmas cracker so long, and it's inspired you to make your own because they're easy to make and they're much more eco-friendly, and it helps you de-stash some of your Christmas fabric scraps as well. So there were a few questions yesterday and I hope I've answered them. I have now put the link for the cracker tubes that I got from Amazon. Some people said, did I get them from Guthrie and Darnay? No, I didn't, and they haven't got any. But Amazon have still got them and they're on next day delivery. So if you still want to make some crackers and use those cracker tubes, I'll put the link in today as well, but it was on yesterday's vlog, wasn't it? You're getting wrapped round my microphone, darling. Come on. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, somebody asked, would alcohol miniatures fit in the tubes? Now, I have replied to them, but I'll tell you a lot as well because you might want to do the same. Yes, they do. They're not a bad size, to be honest. They are a bit wider than a toilet roll tube, which is why I bought them. And I like the fact that they're like a little cylinder gift box in themselves, so people can put everything back in and not lose any of their little gifts that have been put in there with love by me. So, enough of the crackers. Let's get our Advent on today. So, it's a Fabric Godmother, day 14. A little bit of a rattle. Now, I've been disappointed the past few days with all my Advents apart from Sam's. Fabric Godmothers have been a bit on the cheap side, in my opinion. But we've not done our weekly total, so I may change my opinion come Friday when we add it all up. And then it's the dreaded snag tights today. I'm calling them dreaded because after the first few days of having some really good tights, it's just gone Pete Tong. Don't play with that box. So, they're getting restless. Go and play over there, little monkeys. So let's open Fabric Godmother. You see them rolling around. This is what they do. Mental. And then it gets out of hand. As they really start scrapping and I have to intervene. Oh, now we've got some beautiful. Let's get closer to the camera. I knew I shouldn't have sat on the floor. Now, if you can see, let's try and hold it and then wait. It might work. There we go. It's lilac satin. It goes great. Now I think it's satin ribbon with little pink rosebuds on. How cute is that? Now, very nice though it is, and I'm happy with that one because it will get used. Not sure it's VFM. We will see. So that's the Fabric Godmothers one on today. And are we ready for these? I dread it every morning now because they've been interesting, to say the least. I opened too much and I've seen them. Now, they are wearable ones. I love the colour. And they've got bats all over them. How did they know that bats are one of my favourite creatures to watch? They fly around our house every night in late autumn, and I love watching the aeronautics. Not sure they're very Christmassy, but they're autumnal, aren't they? So I can put them away for next autumn. So yeah, let's open them up. This one is definitely a winner. Look at those. And I love the colour. I know I'm not going to put them near my face, but I do love the colour. What I'm going to do, I think, the tights that I like, I'm going to check my wardrobe and see if I've got outfits that will go with them. And if I haven't, think about what I can make from my stash to make them very wearable. Because I do want to wear all these tights. Well, obviously not the My Little Pony ones. But I want to try and make as many of them as I can work in my wardrobe. But they will. Love those. So they are a definite win for today. So what have I got planned today? Oh, yesterday. Costco. OMG. It was chaos. I thought that by going the week before Christmas, so it's 2 weeks to go yet, isn't it? I thought I'll be organised, I'll go really early, or as late as I can without it being too early. I got boring things, filled the freezer full of meat because there's things there that I like. I got us a whole duck. If anybody's ever roasted a duck, please give me some tips. I'm going to have to scour for recipes. But because I've not had to buy a turkey this year, because the lovely Sharon's cooking, I thought it'd be nice for us to have roast duck one day in between Christmas and New Year, or maybe save it for New Year. I've not decided. So I need a good recipe or hints and tips, do's and don'ts when you're roasting a whole duck, please. I do know that you've got to scour the flesh and you've got to raise it because a lot of fat comes out of it. But other than that, I'm going to have to do some research. But that's going to be fun, isn't it? What else did I get at Costco? I'll just go and get it because I managed to find some Quality Street. Yeah, I know, you can get them in Asda, you can get them in all the supermarkets in the UK, run up to Christmas. But the tins are plastic and they're getting smaller and smaller every year, I swear. I think Asda had some in the other week that were on offer, 2 for £8. But when you worked out how much was actually in the tin, talk about unequal friendly, it was ridiculous. Anyway, when I was a kid, getting quite traditional this year, more than I normally do, but when I was young and times were hard, our Christmas treat was a big tin of sweets that we all had to share. I'll tell you this funny tale actually. But I'll show you the sweets, because the chocolates, because I found them. Quality Street in a proper tin. Look at the size of that baby. That is what you call a tin of chocolates for sharing, not the piffling little ones that they have in the supermarkets. Does it weigh? It is 1.936 kilograms of chocolate. My God, I feel sick now thinking about it. But that's all the chocolate. Yes, that's all the chocolate that I bought for sharing. But then I bought myself something. But before I show you that, I'll tell you my tale. So we used to get a tin of Quality Street for us all to share, and there were 6 of us, including my mum and dad. And then one year, things must have been a little bit more of a struggle than normal, and my lovely mum decided she was using the old tin and she was going to fill it with a quarter of sweets, not chocolates, but boiled sweets, that kind of thing, that she knew we all liked, and she was buying a quarter of sweets a week and filling it, and she started probably in October. And this is very naughty. I did have an older sister. Bless. Love you, Tracy. And when we were kids, we used to get up to all sorts together because there was only 18 months between us, but she was older and she always got blamed. But what we did, we found this tin. So my mum would fill, when we used to be cute, we'd do it on the day that she filled it up. So she'd put the sweets in, we'd be smiling on her. hide the tin away at the top of the wardrobe. We'd give it a bit. I like to think it was a couple of hours, but I bet we didn't wait that long. And then we'd get on a chair, or Tracy would, get the tin down, and we'd only eat 2 each. So it was only 4 sweets that were coming out every week. And we got to about, I think it was probably the end of November. And obviously, this tin was not filling up as much as Mum thought it should do. And she came downstairs one day and she went, right, you've got to own up. Who's been eating the sweets in that tin? We all looked like, what tin? What tin, Mum? I'll go and get it. And she brought it down. She said, right, we're going to weigh it. And she'd worked out how much weight should be in the tin. And she put it all on the weighing scales and proved that it was actually short by probably 2/4 of sweets. And because, well, my youngest brother was just a toddler at the time, but the other 3 of us, because none of us would own up, my brother got pulled into it as well. And we didn't get any spending money that week because our spending money had to go and buy the sweets to top the tin up. I enjoyed remembering that with you. So I'm going off now. I'm not going to eat the Quality Street. I was all, because the tin is so big, I was all for opening it last night, but the hubster said, no, we cannot open it until, he said the 23rd of December. I think that's too late because otherwise we'll end up with chocolates in January and I hate that. So I might just open it this weekend. When do you open your chocolates? Do you leave it till Christmas and then be sick because you eat too many of them? I don't like that idea. The last little treat that I bought, because initially I said, right, that's it, we're just having the Quality Treat this year. We're going to be good. But then they had these on offer. A massive box of Ferreros with all the different flavours in. These are my favourite of favourite chocolates. So I had to buy them, didn't I? Sorry, you've got the ring light on there. So we've got these as well. Well, I have. So I don't want to stand on the scales come January. But these are good. These are mine, so these are going to get opened early. I think I might open them maybe today. Help me do some sewing. Not for you girls, you're not allowed chocolate. So what's happening today? What's happening today, Esme? What are we doing? Hey, I'm waiting for some gold ribbon to arrive for finishing off the crackers. I've got to go to Asda and buy the scratch cards for in the crackers, and then I can get all those made up and put in a bag just there ready to take on Christmas Day. And that's one thing ticked off my list. And then the other thing I want to do is kick myself up the rear and do a bit more of my Christmas Day dress because I don't know why I'm not feeling it, but I need to. I'm sure when it's made I'll be happy with it, but I just need to get the thing made, don't I? And then I can decide whether I'm wearing it. I have got a plan B, but plan A is the Joe dress, so I do really need to get lick on with that, and then I can get a couple of gifts made as well. And time's ticking on, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna go. The dogs need walking, and then I need to go to the supermarket, and then I can spend the rest of the day sewing. So happy day 14 of Vlogmas, and I'll pop back on later and show you how I've got on with my sewing. See you soon. I'm back. I feel like I've been sewing a marathon today, getting this dress done, but I have made significant progress. And I did say at the start, it's a meaty sew to be doing at this time of year, but I've started and I'm going to continue. So where do we start? So I'm working and I've nearly finished the bodice. So let's drape it so that you can get an idea. So this is the front of the bodice and it's got double bias binding down the front in copper, which then continues along the edge of both sides. And then, just let me do that. Whoops. This fabric is so slippy. Goes down the outside of the croissant sleeves, which are then going to get joined up under there. So I've done all the binding on the front, all around there, all down the sleeves and round the back, and left a little bit not attached on the inside because that's where the zip's going to go. So tomorrow I'm hoping that I will get this finished and the skirt finished, and maybe get them attached together and ready for putting the zip in. We will see, because what have I got to do tomorrow? Nothing, nowhere to go. I've been to Range, bought a few bits and bobs, you know, that you don't need. Got the Christmas bags. God, my mind's gone haywire this afternoon. Got the Christmas bags so I can start ripping everybody's presents. So what I do need to do now is put everybody's gifts into one bag each, unwrapped, and I can grab one of them when I'm feeling in the mood. Hopefully one bag a day, and get them all wrapped, put back in the bag, plop them under the tree. It's a plan, and that's what I'm going to try and do. But I've also got this beautiful dress to finish. I'm beginning to doubt the fabric because it'll look okay, but I'm not sure I'm going to get the effect of the croissant sleeve like you're meant to, because it's too drapey a fabric to do the shape of the sleeve. We'll see, because it's got the binding on to help it and give it a lift, and we'll just have to see what it's like. It will look nice, but it might not look as nice as a sturdier fabric does in this pattern. Yeah, so that's the front. It's a lengthy sew. I've just got to accept it's not the kind of dress. They reckon it's a weekend, so I'd say it's a week, so a week long with me, because I get about 3-4 hours in and I've had enough. I can't sew all day, not with something like this where you're concentrating. So I've now just grab them. First thing this morning, I did the binding, I did the edge stitching all around the crackers. So I'm going to put a Christmas movie on, and I'm going to get the snaps put on these. And then tomorrow I can start filling them, putting the ribbon round them, and I put stickers on because mine are person specific. So I can't just randomly put them on the Christmas table. So I need to put a sticker on each one so I know whose is whose. Put them all in a bag, ready to take with me. It's becoming an epic journey doing these crackers this year. I don't know why, but I'll get there. And what I forgot to do this morning is the deck of the day. So here it is. Bright turquoise and raspberry. I love this decoration. It's one I made last year. And they are called a stained glass cathedral deck. I think something like that anyway. I will put the detail. It's not my creation. I found it on YouTube last year and made quite a few of these. They're quilted. So they're quite a substantial decoration and would make quite a nice little gift for somebody. Possibly. I'll put the details of the YouTube video that I watched below. Yeah, so give them a go. They're a cute little decoration. And not as hard as you think to make, but because they're quilted, it makes them feel quite luxurious. So I'm going to bob off now and do a bit more of the crackers. They're driving me crackers. But I'm nearly there with them. Tomorrow is the day where they're getting put to bed. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow. Happy Vlogmas Day 14. Bye for now.